Hey, how's it going? My name is Daniel Calderon and welcome back to Corner Talks. Organization is an essential skill of life that is at high importance and highly respected if you possess it. Organization is not only beneficial for your personal life, but also your professional one. It allows you to see opportunities, to think clearly, to identify your goals and objectives and what you want to accomplish. And keeping organized grants you that sense of clarity, to see things in a different light, not so much cluttered and not so much discouraging. When you are organized and when it is done right, you will signal to people that you are in control of yourself, your life, your work, and your relationships. And this opens up opportunities, trust, and respect. So having said that, this is how to become more organized. Get yourself a workbook, a notepad, a calendar, and write down all your goals, your dreams, your aspirations, things you want to accomplish, whether it be today, tomorrow, or for the rest of your life. You need to sit down and you need to visualize with a pen and paper what you want to do, what you want to make of yourself. Organization, people don't realize, is not about putting pens and papers in a neat color coordinated fashion, putting your clothes nicely on the rack. It's also about organizing your thoughts, organizing your dreams, your aspirations, like I said before, seeing what you want to make out of the day, right? Because if you don't make the most out of your time, how else can you achieve what you want in life? So with regards to writing things down, the reason why I'm a big advocate of this is, aside from being a writer, and I'm always writing things, I enjoy writing things down because, again, it's a visual, a reminder. It's set out in the universe. It's kind of like right there as proof that this is what I want to do. This is what's coming from my mind and my heart. But more importantly, it gives you that incentive that you're more likely to do it. You see, when it's out there and not in your mind, you can't kind of dismiss it, right? When you put it out on paper, now it's almost like you're sharing a secret with someone. You're sharing something that's deep in your thought, deep in your mind. And now it's out in the open. So the way I look at it as, if there's things that I kind of, put in the back of my mind that I don't really want to get to, but when I write it down on paper, when I write it down in my calendar, when I plan my task for the next day, that gives me some sort of motivation, some sort of drive to now want to achieve it, because now I see it lingering, right? It's in reality. It's pen to paper. It's kind of written in stone, not literally, but you know what I mean. It's kind of inscribed. So what it is that you kind of see that, and you say to yourself, the more I put it off, the more I procrastinate, which I'll get to in a moment. That will not be good for me. That will not allow me to achieve what I want, especially if it has to do with my dreams. Yes, it's tempting to look at your responsibilities and say to yourself, I don't feel like doing this today. Whether it's out of laziness, fear, or lack of motivation, we just sometimes procrastinate. It gets to the best of us. I'm guilty of it, you're guilty of it, and let's be honest, it's not right, because it eats away at us, right? The more we put things to the side, the more we kind of do not want to tackle them, they become more difficult for us to achieve later on. Saying this from the heart firsthand, whether it's from personal issues, whether it's because I just don't feel like doing it. When I put it off, it just makes me feel like crap. It makes me feel like I didn't accomplish much for that day, but that's not right. And there's ways to overcome that. You see, procrastination is a sickness in a way. It not only affects you as a person, but it affects all areas of your life, your work, your relationships, your business, if you have one. And what I mean by that is because procrastination is really your inability to make decisions. And if it's not treated right, if it's not kind of dealt with in the moment, nipped in the butt, you will always have moments of being incapable of executing on something that you put your mind to, and that can't happen. So if it's not handled properly, again, people don't want to be around people that are unable to organize their thoughts, or unable to kind of figure out what they want to do with their time in the day or in the year, or in the future, right? We've all been there. And don't get me wrong, for your mental health or for your physical health, if you need to take a break, if you need to step aside from your work, from whatever you're doing, That's acceptable. You need to take time for yourself, but you can't let it get to an extreme where you're completely avoiding your responsibilities. You need to get those things done. You need to get it done, like I said, because it brings sanity to you. It makes you feel confident and brings you back that self-esteem that you're able to take on these issues, make those decisions. The best way I find to avoid procrastination is, like I said before, you can write it down, but better yet, make yourself a schedule, make yourself a deadline. Have yourself a morning routine to give your brain, to give yourself that kind of kickstart into what do I want to accomplish for the day? How do I structure my time better? And you'll see that when you give yourself these little deadlines, only for yourself, remember, don't make it a task, don't make it a chore, but kind of give yourself these challenges, you'll see more and more as you chip away. If you're consistent on it, you're more likely to accomplish things. You're more likely to set yourself priorities and say, I'm not gonna put this off because I told myself by Thursday I would have this essay done. So if I go past Thursday, I'm gonna give myself more anxiety. So let's work towards that. Whether you're busy or you're not, take time out of your day, every single day, to declutter your room, your workspace, your living space, anything that you think needs to be tidied. Now, you know this, I know this, there are places in our home, there are places at work that need to be fixed up sometimes, need to be well organized. Things get in a mess, life happens, whether we're busy at work or whether we can't get to those things. But I strongly believe, and if this pandemic has taught me anything, is take time, whether it's 5 minutes, whether it's an hour, just set aside some time out of the day and organize an area, organize your workspace especially, that you feel is disorganized, you feel is not kept. The reason why I say this is because I'm going back to clarity. Clarity is not so much always thinking clearly on your thoughts, your visions, your dreams, your aspirations. It's also the literal sense of clarity, having things not be scattered across your desk, for instance, like papers or paper clips, pens and things like that. That's often happened to me. Organize them into files, into folders. Scan documents to your computer so you have backup copies. Make sure that bags are not on the floor. Make sure that they're in a closet, or clothes that are put on the hangers. The reason why I say this is because it gives you that encouragement, that motivation, that trust in yourself, that you're a clean and tidy person and you're now willing to take on the day. Because back to the point about procrastination, a lot of reasons why we procrastinate is because our mind is clouded, clustered with all these things we need to do, from high priority, very advanced, complicated tasks to very menial, kind of mundane, tedious things, like I said, putting clothes on a hanger. But if we can eliminate the easy things very fast and just knock them out, our brain will slowly clear up. And when that happens, your mind is able to visualize what it wants for the day, what needs to be achieved, and it helps with the concentration and focus, because that is another thing that's linked to clarity, is that you can't have concentration and focus if you don't have clarity. Being able to sit yourself down, being able to focus on whatever work you have for the day, like if I write or if I edit or if I'm coming up with my next film, it's very important that whatever room I'm in or living space or area needs to be as organized as possible if I'm able to perform at the best of my ability. So make sure you declutter your area, make sure you put aside, take time, like I said, 5 minutes, an hour, to spend the whole day. Just make it a whole day mission and organize the spaces that you occupy the most, the spaces that you're going to be encountering the most throughout the day. Work hard, work every day, work as much as you need to accomplish what you're striving towards. Work to excel, not only in yourself, your career, your business, and your relationships. But you can work hard and it'll only get you so far if you don't work smart. By staying organized, you can structure your time better because you're not wasting it making up for what is lost. You're not wasting it trying to see how you can fit a task into the week while balancing it and hanging out with friends. You're not wasting it searching around your whole house looking for a pen and paper so you can jot down those notes, those goals, those ideas, the vision you have for yourself to avoid the procrastination. You're not wasting any sort of time because everything is allocated, everything is structured, everything is routine. Now, in life, of course, things are gonna get in the way. Of course, things are gonna deviate from your plan. That's gonna happen and you'll have to adapt. But if you have that clear sense for yourself of what you want to accomplish, what you want to set out and do, nothing will get in your way. And you'll realize that the time that is just the hours just going by, the minutes, will not be wasted trying to get them back, because you've already utilized them to the best of their ability, the best of what they can offer you. Thank you so much for joining me on another Corner Talks, guys. I really hope you enjoyed my discussion on how to become more organized. This is something that I hold with high importance. It's something that's very close to me. I'm very a big advocate, a proponent of. I'm always telling people, you know, the benefits of organization, the value it brings you in your life. And I really hope I could bring some inspiration to you. If you're struggling to be organized, it's not that hard. Just every day, little by little, pick one thing and do it to the best of your ability. Don't procrastinate, organize your time, structure it, give yourself deadlines, give yourself schedules, and have everything, when things get messy, have a place and a home, a designation. So you'll never have to worry about decluttering and worrying about a mess surrounding you and impeding on your clarity. If you agree or disagree to anything I had to say in this video, please leave your comments down below. I always love to see your thoughts. Also, if you enjoyed this video, please be sure to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Take care, and we'll talk soon.